Hello, hello. Welcome to Novel Console, your weekly podcast where we talk about books, games, food, and stuff that caught our attention during the week. But we're not doing that today because today it's Oops! All intros. With me, as always, is my beautiful co-host and wife, Karen.
Hello.
How are you doing today, Karen?
I can't stop thinking about the fact that every time you move in that chair, it sounds like you're farting.
You know what? I might as well be farting.
You might as well. I mean...
Yeah. Because it would match our Patreon supporters.
Oh my god, they're always farting?
They're always farting.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay because they fart with love for us.
Watch us lose Patreon supporters right now. Because you accuse them all of being farters. How dare you?
Well, our parents are the biggest farters. And if they stop supporting us, then guess who's going in?
You know, when I was little, my mama told me that mamas don't fart or burp or anything, and one day she was in the laundry room folding some laundry, and I was in the living room watching TV, and like I could see her moving around in there, but I couldn't clearly see her, and I heard like this really loud rip of a fart, and I was like, oh my god, mamas do fart, and she's like, that was a monster.
That was a monster. See,
that's A-plus parenting right
it's
there.
It's stuff like that that'll get
Mama.
you into an asylum. Not an asylum, a retirement home.
Oh.
Stuff like that.
Yeah,
so.
that means no retirement home for you.
No, that means extra retirement home for them.
Wait, what?
For lying. And for...
Wait, so we're putting them in early?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Once they
you
hit...
mean a nursing home.
Yes.
Retirement home's a lot nicer than a nursing home.
Is it? What's the difference?
I mean, like a retirement home could be like those nice 55-plus communities that are just full of a bunch of swingers.
Right. The old people with STDs. Right.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Hey, so you want to tell people what's going on this week?
We're going to be fully vaccinated at the end of the week, so that's nice.
So yeah.
I think you have to wait like a 2-week period after getting that second shot before you can really consider yourself fully vaccinated. We're starting the fully vaccinated process.
Which is great, because we want to have some people over to record Zelda Month, and we need to be fully vaccinated for that. Which is great, because we're getting vaccinated on Friday, which is kind of the reason why we're going to record Friday and release it Monday. But that also means that we wouldn't have had time to review another full game and book. And we also had a very rough weekend, so we couldn't finish the book or game.
My book also sucks, so who knows what kind of review mine is going to be. It's probably going to be, this was so bad I couldn't even pay attention and talk to you about my reading process.
So we had a rough weekend and week, and that is the reason why last night we were in no shape to record.
You know, these people are going to think there's something wrong with us.
We're
always having a rough time.
There is plenty wrong with us, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so this episode is going to be short. It's Oops, all intro. We're just going to do a full episode of intro topics and stupid shit. And you guys already got a taste of it. We started off the episode talking about mothers farting.
Yeah.
And
does your mom fart?
Yeah. It smells like a small dead animal.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
I can't.
She's going to hate that I said
yeah,
that.
she is. Christian, why were you talking about me farting?
Also, guess what starts tomorrow?
May the 4th be with you.
That is true.
Star Wars month.
Then again, I feel like the universe is taking it out on us because our roof is going to start getting repaired tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not repaired.
Replaced.
The shingles are getting replaced.
Yeah.
So, might be that the episode has a lot of banging. We'll
probably
Monday
just
episode.
have to record it after dark when they left.
Yeah, because these people, they start at 8 in the morning and they don't finish till it's dark. Right now.
Which is like 8 at night, basically.
Yeah,
it's later than that, really.
It's 7:35 right now and it's still daylight outside.
But it also just like, we had a torrential downpour. We would have recorded this an hour ago.
Yeah, we would have been done by now, but it's fine because we managed to do something dumb and stupid.
That we started recently.
Yeah, what did we start doing recently?
We made a TikTok a while ago, but we started actually posting things on our TikTok.
What did we post?
we posted me choosing Switch games for you for a weekend away.
That was recorded, what,
like a month ago.
2 months ago?
A month.
A month, are you sure?
Yeah, because Rosie's 2 months old, and we saw her when she turned a month old. It was a month ago.
That's true. But yeah, we finally finished it and decided to post it.
Yeah, you'll see that I had blue hair in that video, and I don't have my blue hair anymore. No. I also have bangs now. I didn't have bangs in that video.
That's true. That's true. That video kind of went kind of crazy.
It didn't go viral by any means.
No, hell no.
If TikTok were still a baby, then I guess it would have been considered viral. But for us, it was pretty fucking viral.
Yeah, we've never gotten any amount of likes or people looking at us ever that much.
I posted, we had 6 followers, okay? I posted this video Saturday night, like 9 o'clock or so. And I wake up the next morning, I overslept, and he's like, have you looked at our TikTok? I'm like, no. You need to go look at our TikTok. So I went and looked at TikTok, and boom! We had like 20,000 views out of nowhere. No, we're almost at 20,000 now.
We're almost at 20,000.
We had like 5,000 when I woke up, and I was like, what?
1,000.
After it was sitting at, like 100 views max. No, I think we got like almost 800 on that Godzilla video. That was so stupid.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, so right now it's sitting at what? Almost
19.
Almost 19?
More than 2,000 likes.
It's 19,000 right now.
Damn.
And we have 2,057 likes, so
that's viral for us!
Yeah.
Viral!
I am still scared.
We have a whopping 40 followers now. That was basically overnight.
Yeah.
Which, is not major by any means, but it's big for us.
Yeah, and we just uploaded a video that we did, and it's bombing. 0 views at all.
It was just posted like 10 fucking minutes ago. You can't expect to have 1 million views in the first 10 minutes when we only have 40 followers.
Of course I can. We're
my God.
Wonderful. No, we're not.
It does amaze me like how many people have achieved TikTok fame for being stupid or toothless or really bad English or...
Oh, God.
The one guy, I mean, I feel bad for her. Obviously, she's in on it, but the one guy who's married to the Asian woman and her English is terrible. And it's always him recording her and her dad talking like nonsense. Yeah.
No, I've never seen that.
I was watching one last night that has like 10 million views where she is actually recording for once, not the husband. And she's like, Dad, car, man, it's thirsty. So he takes some water out to this poor kid who's working on their car, and he's like, Sa'alo, Sa'alo. He's trying to tell the dude to swallow the water, and the poor guy's like, what is happening? It's so weird, and it has like 10 million views. What the fuck?
There is some pretty weird shit on...
The dude with no teeth weirds me out the most.
That shit is funny.
He's got like 50 million followers.
And I'm sure he's happy about it.
I'm sure he is too.
It's funny as hell.
Might as well go buy himself some dentures. I bet he has dentures that he just doesn't wear in his videos.
Yeah, he probably does.
He looks like my gramps.
Actually, I think he did do a video where he had his dentures on.
Did
he? And the joke was that they fall out of his mouth or something like that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but he's in on it. I'm sure he's 100% in on it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. But it's so weird. People post some weird shit on TikTok and it just goes crazy. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It is just visual nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it's terrible because I can't figure it out. It is just weird.
It should have been banned by Donald Trump, the Almighty.
The Almighty, our Lord and Savior.
Oh, I forgot to tell you about something.
What happened?
Have you driven down the turnpike here recently?
Are you talking about the mural?
Yes!
With his dumbass face on it?
It's a terrible photo where his toupee is like blowing off. Have you noticed?
Right, yeah. Yeah.
So if you live in the Orlando area, you should go cruising down the turnpike, like near the second service center that's closer to Disney and the airport.
Yeah.
And there's a beautiful, glaringly blue Donald Trump mural.
Blue.
It's blue! I didn't even think about that! But he's like pointing at you and his toupee is blowing away.
Yeah. I I saw that. That's oh boy, that's
It made my day. I was just like, oh, that's something else.
That's the Toronto.
Oh God, we're gonna offend people. Let's get off this topic.
Yeah. So recently, you know that I put a bunch of games into the Super Nintendo Mini, right?
Yes.
Because I want to start streaming eventually.
Yes.
That's for some reason I haven't, because this computer's powerful enough to run the fucking Super Nintendo with a capture card. Anyways, so since I put a lot of games into it, one of the games I put into it was the Power Rangers game, which I talked about a couple of episodes ago for the Super Nintendo. And I've been a little bit on a bit of a Power Rangers kick, which is weird because I'm 30 years old. And I decided to play a fighting game that's called Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, where the story is there's an evil Tommy. He's trying to take over all the universes by taking all the morphers from all the Power Rangers and becoming an almighty god, and your thing is to stop him.
Oh, dear.
The music is terrible. The special effects are terrible. But, oh my god, the gameplay is awesome. It's a fighting game, and it feels like if you were to take Street Fighter and Guilty Gear and like kind of push them together but not refine them as much, it feels so good to play. And all of the Power Rangers that are there, they're from different generations. So you have like the originals, you have like the newer ones, you have some that are pirates, some that are cops from the future, some that are space patrollers and all that shit. I dropped off out of Power Rangers a long time ago, but they all fight differently. They all attack differently. They all have their own special moves, their own unique weapons that they use. Their voices are terrible. There's a lot of bad stuff in the game, but at least the gameplay itself is great. I can see myself playing this game with friends for a few hours. I actually finished the story and I jumped into arcade mode and just played straight arcade mode for a while. Cool thing is that I think this month they're releasing a Street Fighter DLC for it, where they're going to put Ryu and Chun-Li and give them like Power Ranger costumes and whatnot so they can fight too. So I'm kind of excited about that. Once that comes out, I'm definitely going to buy that DLC and play it, because yeah, it's fun, even though everything else around it is kind of terrible.
Yeah, as long as it's fun.
Yeah. You know what else is fun though?
What?
White Castle.
I'm so excited. I've only ever had the frozen ones. I think we talked about that before. But I'm still really, really excited. It's open. We're going this week. We're going to get my shot around noon Friday. We're going to hop in the car and we're going to drive all the way to Disney World, because that's where it is.
Of course,
it's apparently the largest location in the U.S.
Hopefully it's as fast as Chick-fil-A.
Right? I got Jesus up in them burgers.
They wish. We should do the Harold and Kumar challenge. I think it's like 50 cheeseburgers and 8 large
You're
fries
limited.
and like 2
You're
large
limited.
drinks.
You're limited to like 60 burgers per person.
What?
I know. I read somewhere that they're going to have to put a limit on it for like the beginning, and you're only allowed to order 60 burgers per person.
Who the hell eats
They're
60
like, we know
burgers?
that sounds like an outrageous number, but they're really tiny. I'm like, crystals are really fucking tiny, and I still can't eat more than 4.
Well, I can eat like 6 crystals and I'm done, but also crystals is terrible.
It is really terrible. It fucks up your tummy. But supposedly White Castle does too, so we might need to come straight home.
You might. But you know what else makes you go straight home?
Luna.
That too.
I come home for Luna.
But something else, something that we reviewed.
Twisted Root.
No, close.
Metro Diner!
Yes!
It was so bad! But apparently we're not the only ones who think it's really fucking terrible. Like, we were validated because my coworker and her husband said the exact same thing that we did, except I don't think they had chicken, so they didn't have undercooked chicken to talk about. But bland as fuck and terrible customer service.
Yep. Didn't she say that she had to stop like at a racetrack or something to buy a drink when...
Yep.
Oh my god.
Because they never brought any refills.
It's so terrible. It's so bad.
Do not go to Metro Diner.
It is disgusting.
It's awful.
It's as terrible as our neighbor's
And
car that's squealing right now in the parking lot.
It's not expensive, but for what it is, it's expensive.
For the quality, it's robbery. Luna learned a word, right?
She did, and it's the fucking cutest thing ever. I don't
hate
care what you
it
say.
so much. It makes
I
me
love it.
It makes me so uncomfortable.
Okay, so basically, since she moved in with us, I started referring to her, as her daddy. And he hates it. He's like, don't call me daddy. It's fucking weird. Stop.
It is weird.
So I only do it every once in a while when I'm talking to Luna. Oh, where's your daddy? Oh, go get daddy. Oh, go to daddy.
She's looking at me.
So the other night, he was going to get home really late, and he told me to cook. Go ahead and eat. We'd reheat his when he got home. So he texts me, and he's like, did you start cooking yet? And I send him a picture of my food in front of me at the coffee table, and Luna is in the background. So then I'm like, okay, let me send him a picture of Luna too, because he's sad he's stuck at work. Then I record a video, not thinking anything of it. I'm like, where's your daddy, Luna? This little girl jumps up. She is so perky and happy and runs to the door and waits for him. She knows her daddy. She knows.
I hate that word still.
But she loves you, and she knows it's you.
Why don't you say
she
your
has fallen
father?
So in love with him. No, it's your daddy. I still call my dad my daddy.
Okay, but
I know
he's
it's
your
weird.
real dad.
Yeah,
but
he's my real dad.
it's still so weird.
You're never going to be a fucking daddy, so get over it. Luna knows you as daddy.
It makes me so uncomfortable.
But she loves you. You should love it just because that's what she thinks of you as. Am I right?
No.
I'm right.
She doesn't understand the concept of what a daddy is. She just understands.
She does now.
She just understands that that's my name, just like her name is Luna.
Oh,
see,
smoosh.
She perked up with her whole smooshed face. So,
oh, God.
Yeah.
You love it.
No,
you do. You love getting videos of her getting excited for you to come home.
Yes, and I like it when she comes home and she jumps on me, or I lay on the floor and she starts licking me, and my face licking me. That's how making it sound worse myself. Jesus.
Yeah, just stop talking.
Tell me about that book hangover you had.
The book that I reviewed on the last episode, Flamefall, I can't stop thinking about it. Nothing compares. I don't even want to read anymore. It's the worst feeling. Like, it's the best, but it's the worst. It's awesome that I got to experience such a fucking amazing book. But it sucks that I can't stop thinking about it and nothing else matters.
But well, it doesn't help that I also... that we also decided to start reading and playing
terrible
games.
Things or things that are like time sinks or
this game is a huge fucking time sink. It is.
My book just sucks.
Yeah, your book just sucks.
So I have voted that we don't do any more Patreon polls, but he has vetoed me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna only choose books that I really, really, really want to read.
Well, that was one. That one was that.
It was one that I really wanted to read. You just never know if it's going to be terrible going into it.
That's the fun part. So I should pick some of the games that I have for the next one that we're going to do, which is probably going to be July.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe I'll throw some stinkers in there just so I can talk shit about games, because I really don't talk shit about games. The one game that I've hated, I even talked good about it, which was the Third Age, Lord of the Rings during Middle-earth March.
Mm-hmm.
Which, Jesus, Middle-earth March was 2 months ago. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Yeah.
1 full month ago.
Well, it started 2 months ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Aw, we should have done Star Wars month. I should have read all of the Star Wars books in existence.
That would have been a bit hard for me.
Yeah. You only have what, like...
No, there's a lot. It's just that a lot of them...
Legos!
Lego Star Wars, those would have been great. But a lot of those the Star Wars games are just terrible. There's some really, really good ones like Knights of the Old Republic and Force Unleashed and shit, but they're so hard to play in easy way because they're not really available to play in like PS5 or PS4. Or you need either an old Xbox or an Xbox One or a PlayStation 3 to play these games.
You don't have any of those.
Exactly. which I should probably get just for the sake of that. But
No.
it'll happen eventually without you noticing.
Get enough Patreon supporters that you can buy it with Patreon money, and then we'll do it.
Speaking of Patreon supporters, we'll leave that for later. So I've been having some hankerings lately for specific games. I've been really wanting to play a good Metroidvania, which I have a shit ton of in my list of Metroidvania games that I want to play. I have Hollow Knight and Guacamelee and a bunch of them. Especially Guacamelee would be awesome because it's a Metroidvania, but it has to do with Mexican folklore. And it's very memey. There's a lot of memes in the game. So that one would be cool. I also want to play a good Souls-like game, like fucking Demon Souls, which I bought. I haven't started. And
That sounds scary.
And I also bought Returnal, and I haven't played it because guess what? My PlayStation had too many PS5 games in it. Because all of the PS4 games that I had that were compatible for the free upgrade, I gave it to them. And then when I went to install Returnal, not enough space. You got to move games. And it took me like 4 hours to move a lot of them over to the SSD, the external SSD, just so that I could play Returnal. And I still haven't played it.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. I still haven't played that game. It's just sitting. I haven't even. I turned on the PlayStation today so that we could watch one episode of Modern Family while we ate. And I haven't turned it on before that. I've also been playing Pokemon Snap, too. So
He's addicted to taking pictures of Pokemans.
The Pokemans, but which actually reminds me, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about Pokemon Go. Not
Why?
Go.
We're gonna
Pokemon
go
Snap.
romping through the forest
The Pokemon
with our
Go to the
phones.
polls. But yeah, apart from that, I just want to play old RPGs, like beat 'em ups and all that stuff. I just have like this insatiable feeling of you need to sit down and play games, which I'm too tired to. I'm probably going to play something while I'm editing this podcast. Probably Zelda, because of something else we're going to talk about later. But Pokemon Go, you saw a little bit of it. What did you think about it?
You mean Pokemon Snap?
It's Pokemon. Why the fuck do I keep calling it Pokemon Go?
Like, I played Pokemon Go for like 2 minutes.
I hate Pokemon Go.
It was weird. I didn't get it.
Yeah, anyways, you saw a little bit of Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, it was cute.
It was cute.
Yeah, it was very colorful.
Extremely colorful.
I like how colorful it is.
I'm actually surprised it's so colorful, but it's
made me happy.
It's somewhat of a first-person shooter.
It's a shooter. You take shots
photos
of the animals is what I want to call them.
Yeah, so it's technically a first-person shooter, but it has Pokemon in it. So, people are probably gonna hate me for saying this, but I think the game is way too relaxing.
What's wrong with that?
Thing is, like, you go through the stages and you're taking pictures, and I'm like, okay, I gotta keep my eyes open. Something awesome's gonna happen, or I can't miss this. And I've only gotten to where that happens like twice in the game, and I probably put in around 8 hours already in it. It's just taking pictures over and over again, hitting the Pokemons with apples to make sure that they do something and get a picture of their reaction once you beam them with an apple. Which is kind of funny when seeing Pikachu fall on his ass flat after you knock his lights out with an apple. That's very funny.
Pika!
Yeah, Pika.
I love Pika.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
It's a fun game eventually, maybe. If I feel up to it and I do finish it and I do feel like it gets better, I might review it. But as it stands now, it's probably just another Animal Crossing where I just sit and take pictures and just decompress a bit until I've had enough of these little creatures being cute, because the game is adorable. It's very, very adorable. You were reading a book.
What book?
One Last Stop?
I'm not reading it yet, but I had a flip out session in my car on Saturday over this book.
Is this the one that you texted me about?
Yes.
Yes, so this is Red, White, and Royal Blue Lesbian Edition?
Yes, the same author. Not a second book, it's her second book, but it's not a follow-up to Red, White, and Royal Blue by any means. So basically, I have been begging, I mean like groveling to the publisher for an advanced reading copy of this book. Have I been denied every single time? Yes, I have. Am I embarrassed about it? Kind of. But I like to think that they're looking for own voices reviewers because it's an advanced copy. And I don't fall into the lesbian category, so.
I'd be surprised if you did.
I don't even fall into the bisexual category. I think women are pretty, but.
Oh, you went country pretty.
But I don't think they're pretty, if you know what I mean.
I'm gonna let you choke on that one.
Anyway, so I, however, am part of the Libro FM ALC program. Don't remember if I have explained that before, but basically it's a program for influencers to get advanced listening copies of books.
Listening copies.
And every
so
month...
Is it an ARC?
It's an ALC.
Advanced List ALC.
Yes.
Yeah.
And basically they're just available to everyone that's part of their ALC platform. They have like 5 or 6 a month for you to choose from. And I just happened to open it on Saturday morning because it was the first. I saw that this book was there. I literally screamed at the top of my lungs. I started crying. I voice texted him in a panic. A happy panic, but I figured I'd read the description or the synopsis to you. Is that okay?
Yeah, do whatever you want. It's oops, all intros.
Oh. For cynical 23-year-old August... Oh, wait. It's called One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. Oh, I fail. For cynical 23-year-old August, moving to New York City is supposed to prove her right, that things like magic and cinematic love stories don't exist, and the only smart way to go through life is alone. She can't imagine how waiting tables at a 24-hour pancake diner and moving in with too many weird roommates could possibly change that. It sounds like my life story.
We had a...
And there's certainly no chance of her subway commute being anything more than a daily trudge through boredom and electrical failures. But then there's this gorgeous girl on the train, Jane. Dazzling, charming, mysterious, impossible Jane. Jane with her rough edges and swoopy hair and soft smile showing up in a leather jacket to save August's day when she needed it most. August's subway crush becomes the best part of her day, but pretty soon she discovers there's one big problem. Jane doesn't just look like an old school punk rocker. She's literally displaced in time from the 1970s, and August is going to have to use everything she tried to leave in her own past to help her. Maybe it's time to start believing in some things after all. I'm gonna cry! It's gonna be so good, even if the displaced from the 1970s part sounds a little bit weird.
Yeah, that so it's like I don't know if it's like an old person that's just
it's
stuck
Back
in
to
that,
the Future.
an old person that's stuck in that time era, or if it's somebody that thinks they're in the 70s, but no, it's like literally somebody from that time.
You know, I'm sure I'll review this book, so I'll let you know what that meant exactly.
Okay, all right, that sounds fair. So just before we end, we got a couple more things. Just 2 more things, actually. We got a reminder. Zelda month is happening. This is going to be all month of June. All of our episodes are going to be Zelda themed. I'm
going to read the Zelda art books and review those.
No, you're going to read...
Instead of the Zelda manga.
We're going to read the Zelda mangas, and I'm trying to get guests to come on the show.
You've secured a couple,
I've
right?
secured 2. One of them has a definite game that he's going to help us talk about, and manga. Another one said yes. I still haven't told him which one. He has to play and review. And then the other one, I just got a message from him, actually, saying, sure, I'd love to come on. I don't really know much, but I think it would be awesome if this person...
So we need one more person?
We would need one more person, but I think...
I'm coughing at you, and you know who you are.
We would need one more person, but I think I can get it covered.
By the not me coughing at person.
Yeah. Well, I have another person apart from the person you're coughing at. who I messaged today, and they said I'd be down, but I really don't know anything about this game.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, maybe for the final, because we're doing 3 games and then 1 Zelda series
like mashup
blowout. Like, oh, this game
Big
is so
Summer Blowout!
cool, and this manga and this game, and it's so weird, and this and that, and and I think in that last episode, you might have to fall into a producer role when we're talking
What?
about the games.
Me?
Yeah, like looking stuff up and interjecting
I'm good
with
at that.
questions and that. So it would be really cool if you listeners could send us in some emails with your Zelda memories or your opinions on the games or
I think
whatever.
Carmen likes Zelda.
We'll tell her to send us an email. That would be.
I'm gonna text her right now.
Do it. And we'll read them on the show. It's gonna be fun. It's Zelda's 35th anniversary. Its birthday was
35th.
actually 35th anniversary. It was actually a few months ago. We missed it, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a great old time, and we're gonna enjoy it. And the last thing I want to get through, and this is really important, is that we're doing a giveaway for a game that I love so much that I finished, and I'm still finishing over and over again, and that I'm enjoying every single time, and that is
Hades. And it's going to be our first non-Patreon exclusive giveaway. This is going to be across all platforms. Well, we're going to primarily market it to Instagram, but you can get lots of extra entries by following all of the things that you can do that we'll list in the post. Joining Patreon, TikTok, stuff like that.
Yeah, so if you comment on the stuff that we're going to upload, we're going to count you as many times as you comment. Well, 1 time per platform.
We'll work out the kinks. You'll read the post.
It'll be on the post. But yeah, it's going to be Hades. This is going to be... I'm going to be... we're hopefully by the next episode, we're going to have all the details ironed out. And we'll have all of the posts up and ready for the next episode, which should be next Monday. And it'll be a grand old time. And somebody out there is going to win this game. They're going to play it. And they're going to be like, oh.
My life has changed.
No, they're going to be like,
no.
Oh, I get it. This game is amazing. But if I were to explain it to somebody, it's going to sound terrible. Because there's no way to explain this game in a way that it sounds awesome.
Honestly, every time you've talked about it, you know what I think about?
So, Hercules?
0 to hero. Yeah. The Disney movie. The muses singing. And Hades with his blue hair.
I think I could see Zagreus in that
art style?
Yeah, and in that world, too. There's a lot of little details throughout the game that makes you think that this is not ancient Greece. Something bad happened, but that's so fucking good. So, all right. Well, I think that's it, right? We covered everything?
I think so.
Killed about 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, short episode. We did Oops all intro, and actually I stole the Oops part from Mike Coletta from Codex because he's always making that joke, and I think it's pretty clever.
Oh, I thought it was from Britney Spears.
No, it's from Oops all Crunch Berries or Oops all Berries from Captain Crunch. We're gonna get copyrighted if we keep singing.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to get demonetized.
You just don't want me to sing.
No, we don't want to get demonetized, even though we're not monetized either.
One day.
Someday.
One day.
Someday.
5 years into it.
Yeah, when nobody's listening to podcasts anymore, there's going to be a small, tiny group that just listens.
When we win a giveaway and people are justified in their anger. You give it away to the big bloggers.
Let's not bring that up because that was terrible.
They were so mad.
People are so weird. All right, so let's get into housekeeping. This time I do have a giveaway for you. So sign up for Patreon because you can get an extra entry into our Hades giveaway that's going to be happening soon. Hey, who knows? Maybe it'll be 2 copies. I'm not going to promise anything, but it might be.
Oh my god, stop talking out of your head.
I'm just so excited about giving away that game because that game is so fucking good. Remember to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at anovelconsole and on Facebook at facebook.com/anovelconsole. Don't forget you can also tell your friends that they can find the podcast on most major podcast streaming platforms, and they can also listen to YouTube by searching for Novel Console. Don't forget to
What the fuck are
subscribe,
you
like, and
doing?
comment.
You're not an auctioneer.
Which we'd like if they like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube.
Did you just say which we would like if they would like, comment?
Yes, if they would hit the
Oh my god.
thumbs up thingy. You should also leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts so that more people can find us. It'd be fun. More listeners. It's always a great thing. You can also email us at anovelconsole@gmail.com and we will read your email on the show, which please send us in your Zelda memories, your Zelda opinions, your anything. Doesn't matter if it's in English and Spanish. I'll translate it.
He's a really good translator.
Even though I can't speak
Even
either
though
language.
I don't know anything that's being said and I just trust his translation.
Yeah, you should be wrong.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't translate it into real Spanish. I translate it into Puerto Rican Spanish, which is its own mess of Spanish. But
Okay.
And our art was done by Metamorphic on Instagram, so go give her a follow. You'll find her link in the description.
Show notes.
Show notes. Description is for YouTube. What the hell am I doing? Anyways, 35 minutes. That's it. Anything else you want to say before we end the show?
Maybe I'll be over my book hangover by the time we talk next. Probably not.
You'll be so miserable from this book that you'll definitely be over that hangover.
Yeah.
All right. So good night, everyone.
Good night.
Wait, it's goodbye.
Oh, they don't know.